Good morning, students. I hope you all are well. So, as we are doing our chapter number 11, that is force, work, and energy. So, in this chapter, we have already discussed about the force, that is a push or pull an object is known as force. And then we have discussed that we cannot see force. Force is present all around us. We cannot see, but we can see the effects of force. And we have discussed that force can make an object to move. Force can stop a moving object. Force can change the direction of a moving object, and force can change the shape of a object. After that, we have discussed that force can move an object with slow speed or with the fast speed. If the force is applied in the direction of the moving of an object, then the speed of the object will increase, and if the force will applied in opposite direction of the moving an object, then the speed of the object will decrease. That we have discussed about the different types of force. The gravitational force, that is the pulling force, and this is the force of attraction that attracts every object towards the center of the earth, due to which the object present on the earth always fall on the earth's surface. I have already explained you that if we throw any object or any ball in upward direction, so after attaining a maximum height, the force that we have applied, when this force get over, after that the ball will fall on the surface of the earth, that is due to the gravitational force. Whereas we have already discussed that the ripe fruit and the leaves that fall from the branches of the trees always fall on the surface of the earth. They will never remain in the air. So that this shows that gravitational is the force of attraction. After that, we have discussed that there is a friction force that acts always in the opposite direction of the motion of an object, that slows down the speed of a moving object. That's why due to this frictional force, only the object that is moving, after some time, that speed of the object slows down and it will stop after some time. So this frictional force is a necessary evil because it helps us to walk on the surface, it helps us to walk on the road, it helps us to write on the blackboard, and in the absence of friction we slip down. So if we step on a banana peel, we slip because of there is less friction. So it is a necessary evil. It causes wear and tear of the machine parts, it causes damage of the soles, and it also leads to wastage of energy. After that, we have discussed that work, if we apply force on an object and that object moves, it means the work is said to be done. But if we are applying the force and the object does not move, it means no work is done in that particular situation. So today, in the continuation of the chapter, today we will discuss about the machines. So students, machines are the devices or the tools that makes our work easy, that saves our time, that saves our energy, and these machines are of two types: simple machines and the complex machine. Simple machines are the simple tools like the nutcrackers, pliers, tongs that we use in our daily life, whereas complex machines are the devices or the tools that are found by the combination of two or more simple machines. So bicycle is an example of complex machine. So machines, these are a simple machine is a tool or a device. It is a tool or a device that help us to do work easily and efficiently. That help us to do the work easily and efficiently with less efforts and with. So next is, what are the different types of simple machines? The simple machines are of 6 types. These are of 6 types: lever, pulley, inclined plane, screw, wedge, and wheel and axle are the types of simple machine. So first machine is the lever, and it is like a board or a rod-like structure which is fixed at one point, that is known as the fulcrum. And this lever is further classified into 3 categories: first class lever, second class lever, and the third class lever, based on the position of fulcrum, load, and the effort. And fulcrum is the support or the point at which the this lever is fixed, or the point at which the lever moves, and effort is the region where the force that we have applied, and load is the point or the object that we have to lift is placed. So load is the region where the object that we have to lift is placed. So these are the three parts of lever: fulcrum, load and the effort. So this it can transfer and increase the force applied to one end of it. The force or the efforts that we have applied to lift that heavy object, it increases that, or it shift that force to one side or one end. After that, it is used to move heavy objects and open things like the lid of a box. It is used to move the heavy objects and also used to open the things like the lid of the box. Next is the examples of this lever are scissor, fishing rod, stapler and nutcracker are the examples of lever. Next is pulley. The student, pulley is like a wheel and grooves are present on the edges, on the rim area. There is a chain, belt or a rope that is used to lift the heavy objects. So it consists of a wheel in the center with a grooved rim, and rim is there which is grooved. Space is present in which the rope or chain is fixed, and it is used to lift heavy loads. This pulley is used to lift the heavy loads, and the force is applied at one end of the rope while the other end holds the load. The rope is fixed in this pulley, and at one end the force we have applied, and on the other end there is the load that we have to lift. And this pulley is further classified into two types: fixed pulley and movable pulley. This pulley is used to lift or drag the water from the well. This fixed pulley is used to drag water from the well, and it is also used in flagpoles. So next we will discuss about the other types of machines. And next our third simple machine is the inclined plane, and it is like a slope or a slanting surface, and that is used to lift the object with less efforts. And we have already seen, and you have seen that the ramps present in the schools, in the hospitals are the examples of this inclined plane, and the road which are made on the hilly areas are also the examples of inclined plane. So student, it is a slope or a slanting surface. It is like a slope or a slanting surface, and in this one end is at higher edge. This is like this. It is like this. This is a slope. This is known as inclined plane. The one region is the higher, and the next other region or the other portion of this is at lower region. So this is a inclined plane, and it is its one end is higher than the other one and help to move load with less effort. It helps us to move the load with less effort. If we move the object from this higher region to lower region, less effort is needed to move the object. Similarly, if we used to carry if we used to move the objects through the stairs, it will take more time. So these ramps or these inclined plane help us to move the object with less efforts. And the examples are ramps in schools, in hospitals are the examples of inclined plane. So next, fourth type of simple machine is the screw. And screw is like a curved slope that is wrapped around a cylindrical, or that is wrapped around cylindrical object, or that is wrapped around a nail. So we have already seen, you have seen this nail is like this. It is a nail, and when the inclined planes are wrapped around it, then it forms a screw, and the grooves are present on the top of the screw. And this screw helps us to hold the two things through longer distances and provide a better grip. But if we hold the two things or two objects with the help of nail, they hold through a lesser distance through the length of the nail only, and the grip is not very strong as in screws. So it is a curved slope or an inclined plane which is wrapped around a cylinder or a cone. It is like a cone or a cylinder around which the curved slope or the inclined plane is wrapped. Examples of these are nuts and bolts, revolving chair, jack screw, whereas the cap of the bottles are also the example of this screw. Next is the fifth category of the simple machine is the wedge. And student, wedge is formed when the two inclined planes are joined back to back. See, if I think this is the one inclined plane and this is the another inclined plane, if we join this like this, if we join these two inclined plane in this manner, then the wedge is formed, and wedge is used to cut the things, it is used to split the things, and also used in the pursing thing. Pursing means the things or the object that are used to make the whole. Let's discuss about the wedge. It is formed by placing two inclined planes back to back to form sharp cutting surface. When two inclined planes are joined back to back and at one region there is a cutting surface, sharp cutting surface, then it is known as wedge, and it is used in cutting like in knife, in splitting and in pursing tools. And examples of this wedge are knife, axe, nail and pin. So it is formed when two inclined planes are joined back to back. Next is wheel and axle. The sixth category of the simple machine is the wheel and axle, and in this a wheel is present and this a rod like structure. Axle is present, and what happens if we move the wheel, the axle will move, the rod will move, and if we move the axle, the wheel will move automatically. So they are depend on each other. So, and to move this, a less effort is needed. For example, the paddles present in the bicycle are also the examples of the wheel and axle. If we move the one paddle, the other paddle will move automatically. And in sieving machine also, if we move the wheel, the another side of the wheel automatically moves. There is an axle is connected to the wheel. If we move that handle, the wheel moves automatically. Similarly, in steering of the car, the axle is connected in the between of the wheel, and less effort is needed to move that wheel. So let's discuss about the wheel and axle. It is a combination of wheel and a large rod. It is a combination of two things, the wheel and a large rod. The large rod is known as axle, and they are fixed and moved together. They are fixed to each other, wheel and axle, and they are moved together. If the wheel is moved, the axle will move, and if we move the axle, the wheel automatically moves. The bigger the wheel, the smaller the effort needed to move the load. You can see this in the car steering, that the size of the wheel is very bigger, and to move that a less amount of force or the effort is needed. So example of this wheel and axle are steering wheel of a car, bicycle paddle, screwdriver and sieving machines are the examples of wheel and axle. So student, today we have discussed about the machines, and machines are the devices or the tools that make our work easy, and less effort is required if we do the work with machines, and it saves our time and also saves our energy. And after that we have discussed that machines are of two types, simple machine and the complex machines. Simple machines are the simple devices or the tools that we use daily in our life, like the knife, screwdriver, pliers, tongs are the example of simple machines, whereas complex machines are formed by the combination of two or more simple machines, and the examples of complex machine is bicycle. Then we have described or we have discussed about the simple machine is further classified into 6 categories. Lever, lever is like a rod and which is fixed at one point, and there are 3 parts of the lever: load, effort and the fulcrum. and based on the position of these parts, the lever is classified into 3 types: first class lever, second class lever, and the third class lever. And in this, fulcrum is the point at which the load is fixed, whereas load is the region where the object that we have to lift is placed, and the effort is the force that we apply to lift the object. After this, the pulley, the second type of simple machine, and in this the wheel is present, and at the rim of the wheel the grooves are present in which the rope, chain or a belt will run that help us to lift the objects with less efforts. And this pulley is further classified into 2 types: fixed pulley, in which the pulley is fixed, and the movable pulley, in which the pulley moves. After this, the third type of simple machine is the inclined plane, which is the slanting surface or a slope, and that help us to lift the object with less efforts. Because if we move the object through the stairs, it will take more effort, more forces required, and more time will be required. But if we take the object through the inclined plane, in this the less effort is required. An example of this are ramps in the school and the hospitals, whereas the roads on the mountains or in hilly areas are also the example of this inclined plane. The fourth category of the simple machine is the screw, in which there is a cone or a cylindrical rod is present around which the inclined plane is wrapped around, and this screw help us to hold the things through larger distance and also help the things with better grip. And whereas if we hold the things with the help of nail, they hold through less distance and through the length of the nail, and the strength will be less in comparison to the screw. And examples are nut crackers, nut bolts, and examples are nut bolts, revolving chair, jack screw are the examples of screw. The fifth category of the simple machine is the wedge, and it is found when 2 inclined planes are joined back to back, and there is a sharp surface is present that is used to cut the things, and it is used in the tools that are used to cut, to split or to piercing the object. And examples are knife, axe, nail, and pin are the examples of wedge. The last and the sixth category of a simple machine is wheel and axle, in which wheel and axles are present, and wheel and axle is like a rod, in which if the wheel is moved, the axle will move automatically, and if we move the axle, the wheel will automatically turn. So it is a combination of wheel and axle, and the bigger the size of the wheel, if the size of the wheel is bigger, then the less effort is needed to move the load. And examples of this wheel and axle are the steering wheel of a car, bicycle pedal, and in sieving machine. So student, this is all for your today's class. Thank you and have a nice day.